Hello, how's it going? I'm Gone with Gandalf, and this is the Gondor campaign, and thank you very much for all of the comments. And you may notice that there isn't actually an army here like there was at the end of the... I basically just had to auto-resolve that because maybe I'll put it up on the screen. I tried to fight that battle already, and the battle map was completely bugged. I couldn't... There's like no way that you can fight on that battle map. Well, as you can see, there are 3 armies currently headed our way, and hopefully they go to Cair Andros and don't come down to Osgiliath, because we would be screwed there, and we would definitely have to give up East Osgiliath, and that would put Boromir and Rohan in Minas Morgul in a real pickle, really, because they'd have to come back to Cair Andros somehow, like round here. And also, one of the comments in the last video, I can't remember who it was that said it now, but like basically saying, why don't you just go into Cirith Ungol, destroy everything, and then leave again? Well, Mordor would obviously still get that scripted army to come and retake it, regardless if you just tried to hold it, or if you destroyed every building and left the immediately following turn. Like, it doesn't matter. And seeing as we only just took Minas Morgul, there's already one on the way. You'll have to fight 2 big armies in quick succession in a matter of turns. Like, we wouldn't be able to replenish this army, which already is very battered, in addition to all the other armies they've already got. So Faramir is definitely going to have to hold the fort. He's going to have to beat all of these armies himself, really. And we're going to try and patch up Boromir's army somewhat. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to take out all of the damaged units like so. The rest can kind of stay in there for now, because, I mean, he could still beat one of those armies if they came this way, but I don't think they're going to. Because they're all, like, gunning for Cair Andros. But all 3 of them move in to Minas Tirith, because I think we can actually retrain all... Ooh! I think I actually saw this in the last episode. I can't remember now. But yeah, Fountain Guard. I'll tell you what, we're going to retrain them. And obviously all these as well. But they are going to go straight to Cair Andros, because they're bridge battle kings. And otherwise here, you know, I was thinking, it's just very difficult to foresee what's going to happen. But as it currently stands, if we see a big army coming this way, we're gonna have to vacate this area quickly, and I'll just leave in some random small unit, perhaps the Lebanon Marines. I'll leave them in there, and then we're gonna go, and it'll buy us some time while they're just besieging the settlement, to try and get some more troops, because we've had Eastern Osgiliath for such a long time now. It'd be a shame to lose it. Although, equally, it's not anything massive. But we are about to get the practice range here. So we will actually be able to get Ithilien ranges more readily than just from Cair Andros, like once every 15 turns or whatever. So that's going to be a massive boost.
Your will, my lord.
Down in the south then, by the Ithir Anduin, we've got a few forces here. We've got Turlin that's coming round here. And actually, I think now would be a really good time to attack that army of the Ar Ardunaim, especially before they get all those extra troops. So, and we'll have the Amrothians there on hand as well. So if I just go in like that, let's have a look at what they've got. They've got some Azrazair warriors, armor piercing, very good. But then they've got 1 unit. 2, 3 units of archers plus 1 unit of crossbows. You've got absolutely no cavalry, but they do. And of course, we do want to actually fight them. So we can't bring in much more forces in here, because otherwise they might run away. So we absolutely need to fight them as they are right now. So I think let's just go in there and see how this goes. What does this... Oh, let's just not command. I don't know if that makes a difference.
For the White City!
We've set up over here because all of our allies are coming in this direction. So let's just kind of let them hopefully charge on in there. Hopefully they can actually sort out the missile troops, because we've got nothing really to counter any of that. Like, sure, our general probably can take all of the arrows and maybe lose 1 or 2 men, but the crossbowmen will definitely be a real pain because they are armor piercing, so we can't really hope to do much against that. What are they doing? Well, we're going to have to do this ourselves, but the most important unit here are the crossbowmen, and we've managed to catch them here. And hopefully, if we can just kill them, then that will help us out a lot. And our ally is clearly going to just leave us hanging here. So you fellas go in there. We're gonna have to. We just have to give it a go. But let's try and kill the crossbowman, because that is also the captain. But and then just get these guys to ward the back of them, because they've only got a shield at the front. But now they are coming in with all of their melees. So actually, come in here, come in here, come in here. We need to get real close. We need to get into a blob, if you like. And the Azrazair warriors are coming in. They're going to absolutely wreck us, I think. But we can't get flanked. Now, it does look like their archers are going away. They're going for the Amrothians. And their archers aren't firing at us. Those guys are going to get annihilated by the warriors. But we are winning kind of over here. This is really good. And it's lucky that the AI doesn't know how to use archers. Because now we've actually flanked on this side. We've got the clansmen wiping them out. And hopefully we can actually take out the captain, who was one of the crossbowmen there. But if they fire at us, yeah, we're going to have to go and charge them. We can't take arrow fire like that, so we'll just lose. Well, get one of them at least. If they just need to hold on for a bit longer, and hopefully we'll win. But we are about to get flanked over here. Those Azrazair raiders are about to come on in, but they're wavering here. We're taking these bowmen out. Pull out the general, go and kill the raiders before they charge into the back, because that would be a travesty. But we have indeed killed a unit there, and in fact, if I just slow it down a little bit, I don't know who the general is then. He must be someone there. I think we might have to just go in on those Azrazair warriors with the Gondor Militia. They're our best unit really against them. They don't have loads. They don't have loads of armor, and they've got high attack. So the only way we're gonna win is via routing them. But the Lamadin clansmen are doing the Lord's work. They're absolutely annihilating the Haradrim archers over here. They are of course armor piercing. They don't have any armor though, but they've got a sufficient defense and attack to help us out there. And the general is going to annihilate all of these low-tier units. I'm just wondering why the captain hasn't been killed, because I was fairly certain it was the... Oh no, I don't know who it was. Maybe we can actually have a look. It's not either of these two. Well, he must be over there somewhere. Dol Amroth is... Oh, they're just rubbish. But how's it gone here? There's 25 of them left. Come and flank them, and maybe they'll run away. And we'll get the general to rout those archers. Oh, but that is... Okay, that is the captain, yeah. He's got like that black cloak, but down he goes. The Amrothians only did something when they themselves were charged. And we have absolutely carried them in this battle, and there we go. We'll let them clear up the rest. You know, I can totally see why Dol Amroth suck. They only actually fight a battle. Well, they don't fight a battle. That was the issue. But we were able to pull through in the end after great difficulty. To be honest, they actually did help just by being there, because like 3 units of their archers just totally bypassed our front line when they could have just shot us in the back. And if they hadn't done that, we would have lost. So, very well done though, nonetheless. And we were able to take out that army, which is good, although we did kind of pay for it. And now we're in a bit of a pickle. I think we'll just... Oh dear. Let's just kind of group up our forces like this, and hopefully that will deter any retaliation or attack from Khand. But yeah, we're gonna try... Oh, we've got some more spearmen coming over here. Yeah. I think what we really want, though, we need some archers and some cavalry. Now, we've got a stable being built over there, and we do have some archers here, but I can't help notice that there's a Khandish or Variag force here with a boat, and they might just sail over the River Anduin and come to Pelargir. If they do, with the fact that we've got these archers, I think we'll be able to beat them with the walls. In terms of buildings, then, I think it would be really good to invest in Londgalen, because this place actually makes a lot of money. Oh, and we don't need... I think you can go in that fort there, yep. Now, it would also be quite good to get some stables here, but I don't think we quite want them. Well, let's get put communal farming there, I think. And over here as well, I mean, we could put communal farming, but I'm going to actually spend the rest on troops, because right now, with that army coming from Mordor, I just want to make sure that we actually beat it, because it's a one-time thing. And over here, we've got Hirluin of Hinathgelen. He's just going to stay on that bridge for a little, like maybe a turn or two, just to see that, you know, Rohan actually do things. It would be good to see them actually take a settlement over here, and if not, we might even be able to sneak in, just go into Edoras, like go this way home. I don't know. I think that would be quite interesting. Then just take Edoras for ourselves, and seeing as we already gave them Eisenrun, I don't think it really matters. But these aren't wealthy regions like these ones. Edoras isn't really that good either, but the fact that you can get it, that it is a huge city, does mean that you get access to the higher tier buildings, so it does make it a little bit better. And of course we do want Isengard as well, but Hirluin is a very good general, as actually is the archer guy with him, Dwynhir. So I do want them fighting down here, because we do still have the Corsair invasion, or the threat of, so it's important really to have all of these well-manned, these regions, and the only way to stop it is by taking Umbar, at least for a turn. So that is something that I'd like someone to go and do, and yeah. But, of course, we are on the 41st turn right now, and at some point, the Variags of Khand may side with us. They may align themselves with us, they might ally with Mordor, which wouldn't really change anything other than the fact that they're definitely not with us. So, all in all, we obviously want them to ally with us, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We shall see. And we'll get both of those. Oh, we can't actually get both of them. We'll get that, and I'm not going to build anything in there. Now, if they do attack us in Cair Andros, we'll easily beat them, but the key is to actually wiping them out as well. Let's see what happens on the next turn. Well, they've definitely... they do want to get Cair Andros, clearly. However, the way that they're moving, obviously, they could have attacked us last turn, but they didn't. Which does, you know, they can come, in the next turn, they could come to Eastern Osgiliath. And that is very hard to defend, whereas Cair Andros is not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Fountain Guard first of all there, like so, just make sure they're going in the right position. And Faramir is coming to go on that bridge as well. And then we're just going to take, well, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we just take all of the territorial guardsmen, like that, and then we'll take the archer militia as well. And I think that way, by splitting our force like this, that will maybe entice them to come and attack us. Because if we put the entire... I don't know, maybe they'll look at that and be like, oh, we can beat that. Whereas they definitely can't. Now, if all three... I don't think all three of them can fight us on the bridge here. I don't think they can get 3 armies there. Now, if all 3 of them did, we'd potentially be screwed. But I don't know. Their morale is very poor. As soon as you kill the general, or the captain rather, they'd all run away. The only issue with that I see is that there is a Nazgul here. And, okay, so he's got temple wards. That is the melee variant. They're absurdly good. And, obviously, he's not going to rout. So that army, if they do attack us, that'll be very difficult to defeat. But I think we've got a pretty decent chance. And Karasas got the stables, so we can definitely get more cavalry militia. They're not good, okay, but we just need some cavalry, mainly to beat Khand. We need spearmen, but to beat Khand, we need the spearmen. But to beat the Ar Ardunaim, we need the horses. Because they've got a lot of trashy armies with a bunch of Corsair units. And we want to obviously beat them. Now, like, we can't really beat them without having... Like, 'cause we can't catch their missile infantry. And we can't catch their cavalry either. So, actually fighting them in anything other than auto-resolve is the only way. And I wonder actually how auto-resolve would do. Right, well, I did just check, because I was curious to see how auto-resolve would do. It's not that fantastic. So, the only way to proceed, I think, is... Yeah, the only way to proceed is to hope that they besiege us and then attack us or something. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But until we've got some archers... Where did that army over here go?
Leave me be.
Ah, they're in the ships. Yeah, so until we've got some archers, and we'll need a lot of them, we can't really attack Khand out in the field. We basically just do not have an army to attack Khand in the field. They've got by far cavalry superiority. They've got by far the missile infantry superiority. And they've even got a blend of the two with all their cavalry horse archers. So they would absolutely wreck us. The only way that we can beat them is in a town where they have to come to us. And that way, you know, our territorial guardsmen, who aren't very good, but they would beat... any of their cavalry. They'd probably even beat their general one-on-one. So, it's just a bit of a pain, because we can't just have them around here, but we're going to have them... we're just going to have to allow them to do that. So, Torlin, you go in. I suppose even going on that bridge would be good, but where are they going? Are they trying to go to Lynn here? I don't know. They're not surely going to go for Brethil, because they don't border that region, but I am just going to put that unit in there. Now over here we don't have anything to worry about, because they could come at us with a humongous stack and we'd beat them in a sally-out battle, no problem, since we've got archers. Well, I don't know actually, because we don't have very good range on them. But then, let's get the rest of these troops where they are needed, because we don't know obviously still what is coming to us to Minas Morgul. So we shall move the 4 units back over there. And what else can we move out of there? I think everyone else there is reasonably happy. Obviously the Penatgalian have seen better days, but we just can't... we're in a sticky situation right now, but we do need more troops in there, don't we? It's just difficult because we just can't get anyone in there. We'll just train some units here, I guess. We just can't train any because we've just bought everything out. So for right now, this is all we've really got, and I think Karasas, these cav need to actually go south, and I'll get those territorial guardsmen as well. And then, well, how about you just go in there? We'll train you. We'll get you some better armor, and we've got a lot of strength out here. And Hanon, you could replace Angbor in Kalembel. If I just check, well, clearly Angbor is the better governor. 2% population growth and a small minor income boost, but he is better, and actually he costs a fair amount, I think, as well. How much does Hannon cost? Oh, they cost actually pretty much the same. But he is actually perhaps better in battle, because there's more of them. Even though he's not going to be very useful to us in the late game, I think for right now he just needs to stay in there. Because Hannon is disposable and he's a spearman, so he's going to hold the line well, and that is exactly what we need. But for the rest of this turn, well, yeah, if they're going to attack us there, that would be fantastic, because we will beat that. And let's just put the spy in this direction so we can actually discover this town. Now, as I remember, Bregnas used to be like there, so they've moved that a bit. Obviously, I haven't really played in this area of the map, but Ugluk has berserkers and, you know, just the other stuff. But I don't think we have to even worry about that. I don't think they're going to come. Oh, they could actually come through there to Durwa. I don't think they will. But we'll keep the spy in this general area just to make sure that no fishy business goes on. And to be honest, Hirluin could still beat many armies on this bridge should he need to. And Isengard does have some units in there, but we can't take it with what we've got. Well, we do have a bit of money. Let's just spend it. Some roads would be very nice, but they're not that useful over here because it's actually just Varagrondost. Let's get some stables or practice range. Let's get the stables. They cost a lot because we don't have the Mason's Hall there. But I'll tell you what, let's get them actually in Tarnost. I think that's a better location and they're cheaper. So getting them there, then they'll be more central. Then we've got a couple of regions over here from which we can acquire some horses. Now let's see what happens on the end turn. Okay. Well, that actually turned out quite well, I suppose. Balak'nar Sunfire is the one to make the attack. That is perhaps a good thing. You'd rather he came first. You could damage that army as much as you can, and then, you know, his like unbreakable army is there like for most of the time, and then this army should be quite easy to break. So what do they have? Of course, they've got temple wards. We've got no armor piercing, so that 17 armor is going to be impenetrable, shall we say. 17 melee attack as well is absurd. But other than that, they don't have a whole lot here. They've got some orc maulers that might do some damage to us. Now, what does the other army have? They've again got some orc maulers, but I don't think they're such a big issue because we've seen what morale does to them, and we can't actually look at what we've got. But we've got those 2 Athelian Rangers, so we're basically going to hope that our archers win us the day.
Let them have it, man.
Well, this is a lovely day for it, and we're going to hope that the renewed Fountain Guard, which we haven't seen in a while, hopefully they're going to hold this bridge like no other. And off we go then. Let's see what we've got. And of course they're going to come charging over the bridge, and I might pause for a second here, but we're just going to put the Fountain Guard like that, and we're just stacking our spearmen right in behind them because Mordor and the AI in general like to really just pump in as many units as they can, get that mass building up, and then they just kind of push on through. So by doing this, you kind of negate that a little bit, and we'll have so we have 2 units on either flank right by the bridge, and then we'll have just one on its own like so. And we've got a few more spearmen coming on the way, and then we've got 3 archer militia here. They're just going to shoot down the chute, and Faramir is going to shoot over their heads. And we do have 1 unit here as a reserve, and I might just move them wherever I basically need them. Now everyone here is on guard mode as well, and hopefully the chute works well and catches them nicely. Now I think we're okay just to start shooting as soon as these guys can. Like, the accuracy doesn't really mean anything, and because, you know, how could they even miss? You guys commence fire, and Faramir as well, to be honest. You may as well just start firing. It's not like I don't think we're gonna run out of ammunition. I'd be very... Well, actually, well, I think we probably will run out of ammunition, to be honest, because there are a lot of units here today, and there's going to be a lot of... I'd imagine it's going to get very choppy, because there's... What, how many forces? There's probably like 6,000 like Mordor units here today, and then there's like what, like 1,000 of us. I don't know. I didn't see the thing, or 1,500 maybe. So yeah, it's going to get very choppy, and FPS is going to suffer. But already you can just see the death and destruction. Now, the Fountain Guard are going to hold them back like that, but an indefinite period, hopefully. Until at least we shall see what the Temple Wards do, because they're the only unit here that can really damage them. But this is such a good... It's just so great. Like, this couldn't be any better. Other than the fact, if we had a ballista catapult, or Hin Adaur or Gurbaleg, or something like that, like there's a few things, or just more archers really. Anything. Oh, there are the Temple Wards right there. There's no point, you know, shooting at them. Just shoot right in the middle of the stack. But oh look, here we go. This is exactly what I mean. They just like stop. They're just pushing, or trying to push straight through. Like look, we've even got some over here already. Temple Wards is trying to push through there. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the Gondor Militia on that side. And we'll put them on guard mode. Oh no, we won't. We'll just put them right in behind there. They're like good fighters in the scheme of things, of everything that we've got here today. Oh, look at that. Exactly as I said. Like, they're just going to push on through. Oh, that is a real like nuisance. And even though we are absolutely massacring them, they're not going to run away. This is like usually the point where the enemy army would like rout, and I'm starting to see a lot of frame drops because now there's a lot of corpses around there. We'll bring the Gondor spearmen like to there as well, so they're like right on hand if they're needed. If they start pushing out, I don't know. I don't think they will, but if they do, then we'll be right on hand. And we are just shooting into that gap. These guys here, where are you going? Just pull out a little bit. I don't really like doing that because we're going to take some losses now while they pull out. But we're going to get losses. We're going to get losses just from friendly fire at that point anyway. So, oh, and we've actually run out of ammunition now on our Archer Militia. I mean, they don't have all that much, but we're still doing okay for ammunition, I suppose. But I think I might just tell them to stop shooting for now, because everything here, they're not really high value targets. It is literally just the Temple Wards over here, who are down to 93. But they are heavily chunking down our Fountain Guard, which is sad to see, because we won't be able to get any of them for a while again. Well, basically until the barracks. But now we can definitely start firing into that. We're going to take some good, get some good kills. If we can, just get into position. Just stop. Just shoot in there. Just do your twirly whirlies. They'll take a while to start firing again, but they will start firing at some point. Let's just use leadership. I never know what it actually does. I know it helps, but unlike in DCI, it doesn't show you what it actually does. Let's make sure we've got these guys on hand if they're needed, because currently we are actually holding them quite well on that side. This side not so well. The Temple Ward, oh wow. Nice slideshow. Perhaps we'll put we could put the Gondor Spearmen yet there, but I don't think we need to. But we just need to make sure that these arrows really count, because that is all we've got. Currently, we've only killed 35% of the enemy as well. Oh dear. Someone's getting shot, or them over there. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Oh my word, the Fountain Guard have routed. The Fountain Guard have routed. That is something I didn't think I'd see. Ever. I can't believe they've done that. It must have just been Temple Wards just pushing through there. Who knows? But luckily we do... I mean, there's still 48 of them. I can't believe that they routed. That's bizarre. I just... how's everyone doing in terms of morale? Everyone's still eager. Yeah, literally everyone's doing totally fine. How have they routed? Well, Faramir's out of arrows. Let's bring him forward, because we don't want any more to rout. And we'll bring the Archer Militia just in the rear like that. Just for moral support, literally. And the Archer Militia on that side go over there. We still have 2 units of Gondor Militia over here. Just stop firing so you don't get blocked. And now shoot back in there. I just can't believe they've come back now, which I guess is better than nothing. But there's still 45 of them, and now they're eager. I'm just wondering, like, what? I just can't believe that. I thought their morale as well is very good, and it's locked. Locked means that you can't run away. So that's severely depleted this side over here. That's got to be a bug. And we might even lose the battle now because of that. Who knows? It'd be a real shame. So I can't believe that's even happened. A locked unit has run away. You've still got some ammunition, and as long as we've got ammunition, there is hope. It's just very difficult to see, like, where actually are our units. Okay, we've got some routing now. The Nazgul get a special button, like one of these. It's like Screech of the Nazgul. And with that, they can... I don't know if it causes terror, that kind of thing. But... still, I don't think it should work on a very good and locked morale unit. Now, we are getting some routing, as I said. And we've sent Faramir into melee. He's got 11 attack, 16 defense, I think. So he'll do very well. We just obviously don't want him to get killed. And let's just use the final leadership. Oh, and down goes the captain of the secondary army. So they're probably all going to rout now. So I'll tell you what, let's just send everyone in there. Send everyone in there. They're all wavering. I think even the first army, they're going to be tired. They're going to want to run away as well. Faramir, just go after the Orc Archers. We'll send the Athelian Rangers to go after any routing units, because I don't want to send them into melee. Wait, I just saw the Temple Wards here somewhere. Yeah. Fountain Guard. This is your chance for redemption. Somewhere here are some Temple Ward. There. Go kill them. That is like your sole purpose. Oh, well, I just heard the withdraw. So they're going to try and exit the battlefield now. They're not even going to fight us anymore. So, as long as we catch enough of them, then we will win. We're not going to catch all of them. So I don't think we're going to be able to... We're not going to be able to catch the Temple Ward unit. Well, there we have it. Now, we did kill a lot of orcs there. I think we did wipe out the army of Captain Ishmael's. We didn't get Balak'nar Sunfire as suspected. But I was just thinking, like, what caused the Fountain Guard to go? And, like, obviously if you're locked, you can't run away. So the only thing I'm thinking, even though I don't know, I'll maybe have to watch it back. I must have pressed W or something with that unit selected. But I don't think I did. I think they actually ran away. So, because their morale was broken. Like, they weren't withdrawing. Because obviously, like, I do play Warhammer, like Total War Warhammer 2 sometimes as well. And in that, you move around the map with W, A, S, and D rather than the arrow keys like you do in Med 2. And in that, so like I sometimes might press W when I'm moving around the map, and that would obviously cause them to withdraw. But their morale was broken, so they were actually running away, which is impossible for a locked unit. So that's bizarre. But nonetheless, they didn't kill very many at all because of that. And they took a lot of losses as well due to that. So I think that's an unfair representation of their skill. I think they would have probably got top kills there had that not happened. But otherwise, 622 to the Ithilien Rangers, 581 to the other one. And even Faramir with his lesser number, he had 79 archers, or 78 I think. He even got 454, so very well done. But let's see then what we wiped out. So yeah, we did wipe out that one army, good stuff. Oh, but the never-ending stacks of Mordor just keep on coming. And there is obviously this army here, which we don't fear that at all. It's just, oh my days, we actually healed all of them. I didn't even look at that. I was about to say, like, oh, how sad it is that we waited all this time to get them back, and only for them to basically die again. I think that is literally all of them back. Oh no, it's not quite all of them. They healed almost to full. So that's really good. We sacrificed a lot of these units to get them. So that's actually pretty good, because we don't care about territorial guardsmen at all. But yes, Minas Morgul has been besieged, but it's not by any it's not by a doom stack or anything like that. It's just a regular Orcish army, and I'd imagine we'll be able to break that siege very easily, and I hope we do, because there will be, you know, the actual worrisome army on its way very shortly, I'm sure. And Ethring, wait, what did you get? You got a practice range. So then, let's get those Blackroot Vale archers in there immediately, because they're good archers. We need archers. We need all the archers. We don't need to put those in right now. But we also do require some money. Daragrondost also got an archery range, which is really fantastic. And I would like to get those Amphalas pikemen, so let's get those, and also get those archers. Do we need the archers though? Do we have space? We do not. We definitely do not. We've got one slot in there. Oh, we'll just have them anyway. We can afford it, and currently, right now, you know, there's going to be... We're going to be attacked probably fairly soon. But let's just sally out and take out this army. In the meantime, so they've just got standard stack. They do have a ballistae, a couple of ballistae there.
For the White City!
Here then is Minas Morgul in its new and improved state. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I can't turn the camera. But so before, this mountain here kind of, oh dear. This mountain here used to kind of curve all the way around with that road, and they've kind of done away with that so that you can actually form up there. Because before it was really awkward to fight here and actually attack this location, because you got your army over there and then you had to march down this little road. Now, of course, it's still... Oh, and also on the inside there used to be that wall, like very close to this wall. It went like that, and then you kind of went through that gate there, and then I think they've made this area bigger, or maybe I don't think they have. They've just made this area is like vast compared to the old area, and much improved. I still don't think it's very good for archers, because they can't get a clear shot off here. They'll just do that arcing shot, and same for at the front really. I suppose you could put one here, and they do quite well shooting across there. But is there equally... I don't think there is a gate here. No, it's just as it... Yeah, no changes there. But we're going to have to form up and attack over the bridge. Now that we're in position, let's make sure that we charge at them pretty quickly, because they do have the siege. So it's in our interest to close the gap. Boromir comes storming over the hill, and he's going to smash those orc hosts like nothing. He's going to carve his way through them like But now our archers aren't going to do a whole lot, and neither is our cavalry, to be honest. But we can maybe use Yorthon just to kind of charge in the rear over here if needed. We don't want to obviously take too many casualties because we can't retrain any of these units. So just shoot over there what you want. Clearly trying to go for our cavalry a little bit. And actually, this is why I don't like fire at will, because we'll easily get friendly fire that way. So you guys come in over there, and then Yorthon, you're going to go and charge into them. And you actually also just go and charge those orc maulers over there. Oh, we just took a lot of losses there on the militia over here from the ballista, actually. So let's get them over there and sort them out. But as you can see, we have got the routing that we were hoping for. And let's just pile more in over there, and hopefully they'll just run away due to numbers, since they're already wavering. And archers, now then, you can come over here behind here, get some shots over here. I mean, we're busted in the back already. Now it's just a matter of time before they all run away. Again, if we had killed the captain, then, you know, we'd probably already have won this, to be honest. They'd have already ran away. Now, it is useful to actually wipe this army out, of course, but with them being so close to the edge of the battlefield, that might prove very, very difficult to actually catch them all. Stop firing, archers, and yeah, now they're all running away. Oh, they actually had a lot more here than I thought. I don't know where those orc raiders came from. But again, it doesn't really matter. Territorial guardsmen are actually one of the units that is probably the most easily replaced. We'll get those Moran and Guard over there, and you guys then go ahead and get those orc raiders, and we're just trying to make sure that we actually finish this army once and for all. But Minas Morgul, as you can see over there, if I just turn off the UI real quick, that's what it looks. Very cool. It is a lot better now than what it was, because before you wouldn't be able to see the settlement from here. And yeah, as I say, it's just really annoying to play here or fight here. And Cirith Ungol is somewhat the same, because they are just like the old maps, I think. Well, we got apparently 100% of them, but I don't think that's correct. Let's have a look here. 99%. Okay. So 401 men we did lose, but Wardens of the White Tower once again. But actually, the most kills went to Gondor infantry, but we did lose a few to their ballistas and just, you know, the actual troops. And with that, that is probably the death of that army. Good stuff. And what kind of disrepair are we now in? Oh dear. It's actually a bit of a wonder that we even were able to take Minas Morgul, everything considered, because we actually did have like a full banner army there for a bit. And then it's immediately been wiped out. But, oh dear. Well, actually, also in the comments, I can't remember who it was now. Is either Oblivion Plays or... it's a regular comment. I'm very sorry, I can't remember who it was. But they actually reminded me that Mordor can't recruit orc bodyguards. I think that's... well, he basically... that's what I've inferred from what he said. And actually thinking back now, watching a former Mordor overview, I do kind of remember actually that, yeah, that was one of the things, that yeah, you get the Nazgul and you get some of these orcs, but you can't recruit any more orc bodyguards. So, with the fact that we've actually killed Gothmog, Grishnak, quite a few actually, I think we've killed all of their orc bodyguards off. So it is literally just the armies that are headed by Nazgul. They're the only ones that will have good morale, and they are only there's only 6 of them for Mordor, so there's only 6 armies at a time. Although I think also the ones that they get spawned in, they will also have an actual general. So they'll be equally difficult. But let's just patch up what we've got here and then move on to the next turn. I don't think there are any... Oh, and that Candish army actually went back ashore into the lands of Poros. And Khand are moving over here to try and take Lynn here. I don't know where this army is going, but I'd imagine that is trying to loop around. But we can't really... we just can't fight them out in the field. And they're not even going to try and fight us. So, but I think we do have to help out our bros over there. So we're going to take Turlin once again. He's going to go with... Well, actually, hold on. I think if we were to attack that... Well, it's not fantastic, is it? And they're actually on a bridge, I think. Do you know what? I'm feeling an auto-resolve here. Because I just can't fight Khand with what we've got here. So I'm just going to pile in all of these. Everyone just get on in there. And we'll attack. And then let's see how it goes. Oh my days! We just lost more men in that one battle than we have in the last 10 turns probably. But I'm not going to save Scum. Like, that is what it is. I mean, there's another army on its way. And I'm just going to merge here. Because, I mean, it's kind of useful because now we don't have to pay for those troops, but we actually do have to be a little worrisome because we don't have the units in the pool. So I don't think we're going to be doing that again. I think it's safe to say. But I was just feeling lazy. You just can't fight horse archers with just melee infantry. Like, it would just be awful. Like, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to... I understand that it's not 100% efficient, but it is sometimes the only approach. But I'm just going to merge these units and then we will retrain them. Over here, I think we're okay to stay there for a bit, but we just don't have the troops there, do we? We can retrain the Ithilien Rangers up in Cair Andros, but one more turn and we'll have the practice range here as well. So I don't feel the need to actually go over there. Instead, I'm just going to recruit them directly, retrain them, and we just can't get any more troops, can we? It's gonna be a rough one. We can retrain them. Over here we can't get... Oh, we're actually out of money now, so... Well, that makes it a lot simpler for us. And over here then, Rohan have actually pushed out. I don't know where they're going. This is my land. But probably gonna pick a fight with an Isengard army sooner or later. Isengard want a peace. I think this will be fairly straightforward, unless they've got something outrageous. Yeah, it's pretty standard. The only thing here to be said is that they've got so much armor. They've got even their archers of 8 armor. And I found this out in the Woodland Realm campaign, that, yeah, even really high missile attack is really poor against Isengard. A few of them don't have that good defense against missile fire, but yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I think we're just going to zoom through this and see how it goes.
Don't let them any further.
Well, I'm actually really glad that we did choose to fire here, on one hand, because we get to see the fords of the Isen, and this is like the Rohan side, and this is the usual defensive location, I think. Oh, actually... I mean, I've never actually fought or played as Rohan, so I'm not entirely sure. But this is a unique battle map, and it's one that I've rarely even seen, because it's only one that you'd see if you're playing as Rohan. But the downside to it is that there is actual land in the middle there, and the downside to that is that they don't actually have to come and attack if they don't want to. But we do have some missile troops here that we can shoot at them as they cross the river. But we're just going to offer the 11 Gondor Militia as a sacrifice. Because, yeah. But now they are actually moving in, but they do have those archers, which is a real pain. So actually, I'm just going to change the formation a little bit. And, oh, they actually came all the way over here. So I'm just going to put one unit of pikes there, and maybe we'll just put the other one over here or something. I don't know. Because we do have the cavalry over here with Hirluin, so he's actually going to be able to get some charges in the side here. I think that's the only way it's going to go. Or going to go well. So, oh, but this is quite a nice target to shoot at. So hopefully we actually get some kills. But as I say, our archer fire isn't going to be that useful against this, because they've just got so much armor. The longer they just stay like that, the better for us. But of course, we don't want to move the pikes in too soon, because they've got no shields, and they also don't have a whole lot of armor. They've only got 4 armor. Which is equal to their missile attack, whereas we've got 4 missile attack and they've got like 8. But the pikes are going to hold. They're not necessarily going to kill, but those guys will eventually become useful to us as well. So now just shoot what you can for right now, and we will aim to... We can use these cavalry just to get some solid charges in. So just telling the missiles to stop firing, because this is a good unit to charge. Now we're probably going to get slightly caught there. No, okay, but there we go. That's what you want to see. And then back out. And they haven't really come across the bridge really with their missile infantry, so our missile infantry isn't very useful. So our pikes will just, as I say, they will just hold this for a very long time. Oh, we've actually got some routing over here now. So these reavers, they're gone. And that opens us up now to charge these Uruk-hai raiders.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Oh, but they're running all of a sudden. I didn't even charge. It was more of a run into them. But their archers are still over there, so we will make sure to get all of them. Oh, but there goes the captain, so that's good. And now we can we're probably going to have to retreat a little bit from the water to make the archers over there actually come towards us. So let's just do that. Well, we won the battle at this point. We're just going to have to wait out for the Uruk-hai archers just to figure out what they want to do. We can't really go over the bridge because we will just get shot. Or the land bridge, whatever the fort. And finally, the battle ended. And unfortunately, there was no way we were going to go over the bridge because we would have just lost the whole unit, at least. But yeah, the cavalry were king. Goodbye. Well, they've come at us with another army. I think we can definitely beat that army as well, but I do not have the time to fight this battle at this. Actually, I don't know if we can win that because Hirluin's only down to 23 now. But I don't have time to fight this battle, which is a bit annoying, really, because I wanted to see how the next turn would pan out over here. But sadly, you'll have to wait for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Like it if you liked it, comment and all that jazz. I read them all and reply to them. But I'm going with Gandalf. Good day.